trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. First and 10, Joe Burrow, flushed out right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up, keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
Second down and 7. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Burrow now off the bootleg. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him out to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Burrow looking to pass. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Bengals. From 21 yards away. And the Bengals are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing Jones. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. It's a big play there for Miami.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
7 yards to pick up there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Etienne. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Handoff running left is Etienne. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Etienne. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Jones will sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be corralled right around the 34.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
throwing now. Burrow on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now this throw caught left side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down, here's Burrow. Flush to his right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. We'll see if that pick six moves margins as game continues because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true to you because there's times when we see plays like that and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team's side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Being chased out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-0, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well, and they took the shot downfield. They were more than prepared for that one.
On first and 10, it's Etienne. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here at a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now we'll throw here to his running back. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. They'll run with Etienne. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Going for it, here's Etienne. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Travis Etienne, 30 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on the attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. This goes out wide from Nixon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And it's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off down near the 5. There he goes right side. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
What we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
And they'll go again with Etienne. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready and looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A handoff for Etienne. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They'll run, it's Etienne, and 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and run for it. A 1st down and more, Etienne. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, I tell you what, when you go running back who can run that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the hit of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. And they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, joint.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 11 now. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow. Well, he'll find Hall. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Another toe for Etienne. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. So there, Charles, on the situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now that is going to have to eat this one as down he goes. John Franklin Myers, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. To try again after the sack. Burrow. Throwing outside, complete to Chase. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Burrow on first down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, They don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss. I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Now ETN to start the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. ETN once more. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And how about the situation that we're in right now, because this is the fourth quarter. So you know, there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well, trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
Well, he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Hall. And Burrow going to throw again. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. A gain of 6 there on first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bengals' 43-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the counter, ETN. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
45. Mike, 45. Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
Now Jones. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Bengals drive about to get going. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Here's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
To the air again, Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Dolphins advancing in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.